Hello, this is Ripon Hussain Chopol, and today we'll have a look how we can dynamic our author part of the blog details part. So in this blog details, we have in the last video we have dynamic this part, how we can dynamic the previous post and the next post. Now today we'll check how we can dynamic this part here with the author, the post written by the author name, then the author designations, then some text about the author. So we'll go deep into this. So for dynamic this image here, we need to go to our code editor and open the content single.php file, and then in here in the asset src, we need to write php echo. Then we need to write this one as you can see here, the get avatar URL. So we can do this in two part. We can just copy this whole things and we can do it in our way. So I will do it in my way. So I will copy the get avatar URL. This one is needed. So I can give it to esc URL. So as this will be a URL now. So I need to type esc URL and it will be inside that. And after inside the get avatar URL, we need to set the user ID here. We can make the variables and get the current user, or we can do is we can take the user ID from here with the get the author meta. Then inside that the ID will be there. So we can take this one and paste it here. And after that, in the get avatar URL, it takes two parameter. As you can see here, the first one is the user ID and the second one is the size. So we can define the size here now. So inside here, we can set an array and we can make that size will be, then the size will be like, I need to check what is the exact size of this one. So it is 189. So I'll set the size to 189. 189. Now I'll go and check that if it's working or not. So I'll go here and give a refresh here. You can see the author image is coming perfectly here, because in here you can see the author image is this one. So that's why it is coming like this. So it's working perfectly. So this way you can dynamic the image part, and in the ALT text you can set your ALT text to here like this. So I'll just copy it and write PHP echo esc attr, because this one is a attribute now. So I need to set the attr and with the double underscore, because we need to make sure that this text is translatable after all now. And the text will be TechBiz, because the text domain is TechBiz. We have set it in our theme. And after that, here's the author name. So we just remove this one and we'll write PHP echo get the author. Get the author. Now I will go here and give a check that is it working or not. So as you can see, my username is Riponna. So that's why the username has successfully changed into Ripon. Now if someone wants that, if someone wants that this Ripon should be clickable and the post Ripon has written, they will show all of the post that is written by Ripon. So for that, we need to initial a anchor tag here. So we'll give a, then href is equal in this, and we need to finish it before the h3 ends. Na? So in the href, we need to initial the PHP again. Then echo another one for the URL, we need to get author post URL. So if you search it on Google, you will get it easily. So here's the full URL that has been set by the WordPress.org documentation. So you can echo and you can set the URL and you can copy get the post URL and the metadata that you see here. So I will just paste it here. So in the href, we will take the get the author post URL, then the ID that is from the current user. So if I go here in my blog details page and give a refresh, then you can see the author name Ripon and in the URL you will see the Ripon. So if I click now Ripon, then you will see all the posts that has been written by Ripon. Right now we are not seeing it because we haven't dynamic this part yet. So so if I have dynamic this completely, then you will see that part. So now we'll go back and check the other part too. Here you can see the author name. So we need to make sure that the designations of this profile. Na? So this is a administrator because I know this is an administrator. If I go on here with users, we are not we are having only one people here with the administrator role, that is Ripon. So we'll check how we can dynamic this part. Na? In here you will see the author name. So for calculating the author names data, we need to make a functions. So we'll make a functions here in this part. In take these functions and in here we need to get the author role, and for searching that part you can search with how to get the role name of the current user, and you can go to the Stack Overflow and get this part and copy this full one and paste it here. So if I will if function exists get user role name, then they have bring back the WP roles, and from there they have the user data, and from the user data they have the roles here, and they have returned the translate user role. As if you don't need to understand this very much, because this function will just give you the opportunity to take out the roles of the current user. So I will just give a I'll just give a prefix here, that is our theme name TechBeach, and then the get user role name. Now what I need to do, I need to copy this role here from copy these functions from here, and in the author I need to remove and write php echo, because I have written on the functions. So I'll write this one, and inside here I need to push the ID of my user. So for the ID we just need this one, get the author meta, then the ID. So if I copy the upper part and paste it here, then I think it will be okay. And if I go here in this part and give a refresh, then you will see the administrator text that has come successfully here. And now the last part that is called the description part, and this description part is coming from here. If I go here in the repo and click on the edit, then the description part will come from here, the biographical info. So in here I will check that if that biographical info is exist or not. Na? If not exist, then the text will not come. So I'll write php if get the author meta. You can always see the descriptions. Na? Now it's time to check the sorry, you have always seen the ID here. Now it's time to check the description. So for the description we are having an attribute called description here, not attribute actually, and in here php endif. So if it is having some descriptions, then the text will load, na? Otherwise it will not load. So I'll remove this part from here, and I will write again php, then echo, then this one and the semicolon. Now if I go here to my output in here, I'll not see any kind of text because this one is blank verse. Suppose I want to write some hello, the some text here, random text, and click on the update profile button, and after that just give the refresh. Boom, you will see the text. Now it's time to give some dynamic content in a regular basis one. So I'll copy this full part and I will paste it here and give the update profile. And if I give a refresh now, you will see the magic. So in this video, we have learned how we can dynamic this administrator part, how we can make sure that this is working perfectly. So thank you very much. See you in our next episode.